Are we live? Uh, we are having a bit of technical issues. A very good afternoon to you guys from wherever you're watching us. We are the Farm Girls.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Yes.
Karibuni, are you happy to
Thank
be
you.
here?
Yes.
I'm Zippy.
Aha, thank you for joining us. Today we
Organic things, and it's actually more costly. So, can we talk about what is organic? What is this organic lifestyle that people are interested at this time?
for starters, what is organic?
Added to it to maybe modify it, or even that is organic.
What do you think, Zippy? What is organic to you?
Organic, according to me, it's agriculture that makes healthy soil, healthy crops, healthy environment, yeah, and healthy plants, and also healthy soil.
Okay, as you've heard, we've at least now we now have a knowledge of what organic is, and as June has said, people are practicing it. Is it the new cool? Like you're cool when you're eating all organic?
I think what has made us go back to organic, many people are actually embracing organic living, is because you see when cancer came and it threatened people, now people are trying to find where the cause of the cancer and its pandemic. So they're trying to see, let's see if organic can actually tick off a checklist of maybe cancerous things. So people are trying to live healthily, so that they don't consume something that is of a bad health for them. Yeah.
And people are asking, there are ladies who are really asking, I have this tummy that has refused to go away, you know. And you know, there was a time trends were coming in where now curvy women were started being appreciated, and people are even struggling to gain weight. But you realize in the struggle of weight, you may gain more than what you signed up for. So ladies were asking, I have a tummy that has refused to go away. What are some of the organic smoothies or organic fruits that can burn belly fat?
We all need someone who can give us the secret. But what I have seen, many people have talked about, and maybe it has worked on so many people, is this concoction of when you wake up, you take cucumber water infused with cucumber, ginger, and cucumber, ginger, and and some lemon. So women now, they have to take it on an empty stomach the first thing when you do. But now the whole thing of this concoction was actually to act as a detox. But now weight loss just was an addition to it. So I know of that, and it has worked on so many people. So maybe you can try and let us know that what can work for Fiona or Zippy cannot work for me.
Cannot work.
Yeah.
So just try, be open to trying it, and if it does not work for you, do not point fingers.
They will say June said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are detoxing, we are drinking cucumber water.
Disclaimer: it might not work, but also it might work. Yeah.
I think some of these things even comes with the belief. You know, maybe let's take for example me. I want to have that flat tummy. Then I'm told by someone, be taking lemon water every day in the morning. Then I do that. Then after 1 week, I just reduce. The second week, I just give up. So I think so you have to, and also maybe to be patient, you know, because haiwezi tu happen pap umekunywa imeisha itu hivyo.
The stomach human, and we realize when it comes to belly fat, the more you gain weight, there's no way, and maybe the Western world has really lied to us. There's no way that you will gain weight without gaining it on your stomach area.
It goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere. So when you're gaining that weight, just know probably you should just work out. And you hear the joke that goes around, unakunywa slimming tea na mandazi 10.
Mandazi 10. The mandazi.
And you want to slim.
Yes, you're taking, and it's just not logical, because women were saying, oh, I'm on this slimming tea diet, I'm detoxing, it can detox at the same time, it can make you lose weight on the tummy area. So I think these are just myths, like the way you said, there are so many myths going around about weight loss, about what you can eat. But we all know the essence of losing weight is working out and eating healthy.
Yeah, and portion control. Even if we are talking about organic foods, and you see, because we have mentioned that these organic foods can help you lose weight. Now you go and have like 7 plates of nduma, because it's just organic. Surely you see that is carbs, so.
Oh, and you know what got me thinking, June, because I'm imagining, for me sometimes, just to lie to myself, I will have like a lot of the ndumas and the viazi for breakfast, and then I will console myself and say I'm better off than that person who is eating bread.
But you see also this is just carbs. And previously we talked about balanced meals, and you see, for when you're just taking maybe nduma is carbs, it's arrowroots for those ones who are not Kenyans. So you're taking nduma breakfast, lunch, supper in big quantities. that is not right. That is not right. You cannot lose weight. You are taking healthily, but is it in the right way? So you can be indulging in a healthy lifestyle, but if you do not have portion control, you are doing just the same damage.
And even when we talk about organic farming, for those people who are living in balconies or you have a backyard, this is a good way of practicing your own home gardening.
Yeah.
And the other day, June, you were asking you are telling us there are varieties of kitchen gardens. Yeah, maybe you can just tell our audience some of the kitchen gardens you've seen around, or some that you've practiced yourself.
Well, I think the ones that I have seen for the balcony, I can say the sack. Does it have like a scientific name?
Of the sack gardening.
Yeah.
Trust me, I don't even know that one.
The sack where you put the sack and you put
you
put the soil and then you put a water, like a pipe. You are telling us you put a pipe.
For
that
spread.
I don't know what it's called, but you can a sack, for those ones who, for a better word, a gunia. You put mchanga, then you put a pipe. Ukimwagia maji, you put it at the center so that you can distribute it. I've seen that, and also you can just buy these pots. They're these pots. Mostly they're supposed to be for flowers. But now you see, in this economy, in this country, people have become very resourceful and innovative. So they use these flower pots as their shamba. Because you see, all of us cannot have access to shamba. So you put, you plant your herbs, your rosemary, your dania, your hoho, because those ones can be contained in smaller pots, and you don't need a big, huge piece of land to do that. So that is what I have seen. Maybe Zippy can tell us if she has seen more.
It's all the same about the sacks, but there is also this one I've seen for a bucket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bucket imetoboka. Don't throw that mini bucket away. Go find some soil, plant your. The one I saw, it had the herbs and spices. It had spices. She had dania and rosemary. Yeah, so yeah, I think so. That's what I've seen. Yeah, they're different from the sack one.
Speaking of herbs and spices, you know, we've seen there are people who prefer their meals with a lot of spices, and there are those who prefer their meals as natural as they come. You know, if it's kuma, I just need onions and mafuta. What do you think when it comes to spices? Is it because have you ever eaten Indian food?
Yeah, so hot and spicy. You eat with water.
Indian food is hot. If you're not used to it, my friend, you'll be eating with your tongue hanging outside. And their delicacies are usually so nice, so mouth-watering, yet these Indians use lots of spices, and especially the pili-pilis. We are now encouraging people to grow herbs and spices. What are some of the meals you enjoy, either with lots of spices, with less spices?
Zippy, you can start us off. Zippy is a
Ama
good cook.
When you let your kupika kitunguu, nyanya, done.
Hapana. Ukiingia kwa hiyo mlango yangu, you will get shocked.
Allah.
Yes.
You have a lot of herbs.
I do spices sana. I love food with spices. So when you see like a kaminji there with the tuaru and some kamit 1, 2, 3 there, then spices, huh?
What are some of the spices you love?
Ni mingi. Okay, I have
We are taking notes.
You're taking notes. I have cinnamon, I have ginger, I have what do you call this? It's called cardamom. Yeah. For that one, for tea. I have the other one there. There is another one that I bought and I was told it's for meats. Then I tried. Let me tell you, I had to throw that meat away. Why is the name going out?
Why
it was
you throw in the taste?
Very bad. You know, it's when you go to bed, then you ask, what about this one? Oh, okay. Then I told him, write for me. You pack the spice, then write for me what I'm supposed to cook with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then he told me, that one is for meat. I went by my kakuku very well, prepared to eat. I cooked, then come to eat. Whoops. Then the smell is very nice, but come to it. Then I was like, what? I even threw that in spice away.
It reminds me of another story. There's an uncle of mine who visited, and you know the way you prepare your tea, you put in some ginger, some cinnamon, and then we served uncle some tea, and he was like, "Mmeniwekea pilipili kwa chai. Mnataka kuniua?" And for me, that is the best tea, when you have some ginger. Apart from just the good taste, I also look at the medicinal value of ginger, of cinnamon. And in a time where everyone had a flu, you remember that season where almost everyone had a flu?
Oh, yeah.
So we were trying to take the ginger teas, and here is an uncle, he may prepare with some ginger, some cinnamon, because for me, my tea I prepare with ginger, cinnamon, and a bit of cardamom. So I'm serving him, and he's saying, "Umeniwekea pilipili kwa chai."
But you see, Fiona, what we actually need to talk about is now that we have established these spices and herbs that we do like. When hosting, do not assume that someone will enjoy.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because for me, I am like your uncle. I like my tea as plain as it comes. Just tea leaves like that.
And milk.
I don't understand. Kwanza, I do not even take the milk. I don't take milk, so I just take black tea. So I do not understand how people start mixing. They even have tea masala,
Yes.
and now they are
turmeric
mixing in the
there.
tea. And then I also don't understand. Like you see, I'm not open to. I have tried, but I don't like them. I don't like this spiced tea. Like strawberry tea. Okay, let us just consume strawberries around there. I don't like them infused in tea. So
You don't like them?
yeah, and you see, for someone like you, when you visit me, you will struggle because now you are used to your flavored tea.
Yeah. And speaking of flavored teas, this I'm directing to ZP. You are the Generation Z. You guys are so much. I see them, the green teas, the blackcurrant teas. What is the essence? Because I see them around with this. They use the two small cups, and you see some purple tea.
Like English tea.
English tea. Oh,
The British, they like this. They
Yes,
have tea
the
time.
tea.
High tea. It's called
High
high tea.
You tell us.
I think so. Everyone has a different taste. Alafu tunataka kujaribu kila kitu. So I go to the supermarket, I see, oh, there is this one. Let me try. So like we want to try everything. If it suits me, then I will continue taking it as I try another one. Yeah, like back there in high school, the shopping, I used to go with the ginger and the lemon tea bags. Then you find someone in the evening, Zippy, so you bring me ginger, I'll bring you, I don't know, black forest, what that nini?
Blackcurrant.
Yeah, blackcurrant tea, that tea bag. Okay, then you go and try. Oh, it's sweet. So next time, I will not go with ginger. We were planning. I will come with lemon. You come with ginger. Then you blackcurrant. We'll be exchanging.
And you see, if you guys were doing that, it meant it was tasty at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're confined in a boarding school somewhere where everything is just so basic.
Yeah.
So for you, and for me the other day, there's a time I visited a friend and I was telling them I'm struggling with insomnia. And you know what they told me? Have you tried chamomile tea?
Oh yeah.
So I was also like you, these teas, baka sangapi. My tea has to be the African tea, you know, ketepa.
Yeah.
Ketepa with some ginger in. The much I can do is maybe throw in some ginger and cinnamon. But they told me, have you tried? And I remember I took that chamomile tea before bedtime and I slept. Like it has a calming effect. It has a very strong color. Ukieka your tea bag in you just do it with plain water, and if you like, and it's also sweet. It has some sweetness
so it
to
already has some sweetener.
Yes, it has some sweetener. So you don't, unless you are a sweet tooth, ule mwenye unatakanga vitu very sugary, you can throw in some honey. But trust me, I took that tea and it left me in a place where I came to believe these teas, they play a role.
Of course they do.
They
They do play a role.
Skeptical until I tried and you realize hata kuna tea ya hangover.
So getuambia Friday.
I get to it's too late.
It's December.
By the way.
Where you sleep dressed already.
But I think so because personally mi sigeenda tu shule kama sina that lemon tea bag. So you find someone akona flu, then ako like, Zippy, nilete, and I used to mix with that tangawizi and the lemon one. It used to heal the flu. Mi sikuwa naenda kwa matron kufanya nini, kwa nurse kufanya nini nikiwa na flu na niko nazo hapo siwezi.
So guys, you've heard, if you're struggling with insomnia, try taking chamomile tea before bedtime. If you're struggling with sinuses or flu, drink lemon tea constantly. And we are now talking about organic farming. We are talking about growing your own food. With our economy inatunyonga imetukabako. It's only fair if you have something at your backyard, if you're growing your skuma wiki, if you're growing your kales. And for you guys, if right now given a chance to grow something at your backyard, what will you go for?
Me personally, I will go for the backyard.
Yeah, you have.
We don't have a
space.
backyard.
No, you have space.
Okay.
For instance,
Oh,
you know, we
yeah, we are saying
Just imagine.
yeah,
Okay.
what can you grow, or given a chance to farm something for consumption, something that you know you'll be using regularly?
Okay, first I would really want to grow the green onions. When I was growing up, I had mentioned that we were sufficient. We didn't.
Large scale farmers.
Yeah, we were sufficient. Like we didn't have even like our family could not. We could only buy something like mafuta ya kupika. You see things like those. So we used to have like the green onions, and I really loved how it usually tastes in the food, especially for pilau. If you're trying to cook pilau, but they try with the green onions.
You're making us. You always make us hungry.
So for me, it would be the green onions because that is something that I would use almost every single day. And then now maybe for the spinach and sukuma wiki because I like those combination. I don't like each on their
On
own.
the side.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I like that combination. Yeah.
You've talked of green onions in pilau. I'm just curious. Do you know when you're cooking pilau, do you fry them or do you cut them as the pilau is ready?
Okay, so how I do it, first, maybe this is just a time we can talk about a pilau recipe.
Yeah, just tell us. It's the festive season.
Yeah, so first, you would boil your meat, the meat of your choice. And if you're using a broiler chicken, I would say don't boil it because already for the heat, it's usually soft. So you put after you have boiled the meat, now if it is ready, you add some oil, and then you changanya. You put the green onions and the garlic. This is the reason why you put the green onions and the garlic together. The green onions are very delicate and garlic also get burnt very easily.
Yeah.
So when you put them together, they balance it off.
Okay.
So yeah, you put at that time, and then now you can put your pilau masala so that the meat can marinate iive vizuri in the
Hey, June.
If June is not making us, in my head I'm picturing that pilau.
yeah. So after that, now you can add, if you want to use a tomato paste, or you can put maybe you have blended together your nyanya. But I would recommend you blend or you blanch your tomatoes so that you see we just use the tomato paste because it is not in cubes. It is easier to mix within. So use the tomatoes, the fresh ones, and then now after imeiva kidogo, you put the rice. Iive pamoja. It's not even difficult, by the way. It's not rocket science. I don't know why people try and think making pilau is very difficult. It's not difficult.
Pilau is, I think pilau has a huge debate because there are people who will tell you, sisi tunatambua tu pilau njeri.
Yeah.
There is no meat. There is no tomatoes.
The pilau jeri. I have had her talk about minji and samwaru.
Then you carrots you throw in there, and it's pilau. And actually, it's tasty. I don't know. Tell us about pilau njeri.
How would you make your pilau
If you
njeri?
compare to the pilau that June has talked about, the meat, and we all know there are people from another part of the country where they make it with warus, the minjis. If you compare the two pilaus, which one is more tasty?
Okay, the meat one. But if you have
the meat one is tasty.
yes,
Okay.
but
Could add
when it
the
comes
waru.
no.
Tribesmen wanakuona.
Your tribesmen are judging you right
Okay.
now.
But when it comes to tumekula, I took the one with minjis or the minjis, the peas. See, they are protein, and you took meat, so we are on the same page.
Oh yeah.
And someone has said, we are talking about spicy food. For them, spicy food gives them heartburn, which some of us can relate. Sometimes you eat something spicy and it just, it's you're getting gases, you're getting ile heartburn, haikupati peace. So what are some of the remedies that can slow down the heartburn? Like we are talking organic, some of the natural remedies that can slow heartburn.
Okay, from what I know, maybe you take that food with a lot of spice. Exaggerate vitu. Yes.
Like if it is a tablespoon, half of it.
Usieke vitu mingi sijui unaeka nini. It's in small amounts. Ukieka mingi, there was somewhere I went with a friend of mine, and I'm very sure, and I watched from place ako. Then we were called for a dinner somewhere. Then we went. We had chapos, we had pilau, and a stew of waru, minji, and meat. And we really enjoyed. The food was so tasty, but the spices were exaggerated. So tunaingia kwa gari kwa deki. Unasikia vile nasikia? Aje bloat tumbo. Let me tell you. A lot of spices zinakuwa na eka tu kidogo and unaweza kuwa you are mixing many spices, so weka kidogo.
Yeah. And also, Fiona, what we do not, you see, for the spices, if you can try and take them when like they're on their freshest side. For example, like for dania, because I know they're like dried danias, like the ones that have been preserved and crushed into a powder form. But now even for ginger and even for pepper, so when you use them in their natural state, mostly you will not get the heartburn. So try and see. These spices I get maybe heartburns. Can you try consuming them when they're in their natural state? Like I know even for turmeric, it can even choke you. But now when you use it when it is a turmeric as
the seed.
Yeah, the one that is sold in the soko.
So, the tuber.
Yeah,
Not
the
seed,
the tuber. So try and take them when they are in their ground form, even for ginger. Just try so that you see you can you don't have to the spicy ones that have already been grounded, the ones that are in a powder form, sometimes they cause choking and a lot of bloating and some heartburns. So yeah, and even sometimes when you cook them, you feel like you want to unaanza kukohoa. Yeah.
And that brings us to our next point where someone, I'll give my tip later on, where someone argued and said, when you're going for these spices, when they're in their tuber form, they're even more nutritious than when they're already grounded. So as much as we like quick fixes, where you go to the, unajiuliza sasa ninunue turmeric, niende nianze kungangana nayo, you know.
Yeah.
Just try as much as you can to consume them when they're in tuber form, instead of going for the already grounded. Who knows, maybe imeka kwa hiyo shelf at 5 years or
long.
For so long. And for me, my tip is when you're struggling with heartburn, just try and eat a banana. Yeah, just because
I'm also learning.
Yeah, just try eat a ripe banana and it will cool it down kidogo.
Okay.
This is the time we are indulging, we are eating a lot. Nimetembelea June hata sijamaliza, Zipia ameniita, you know, you're eating a lot, so we are bound to suffer from heartburn, from bloating. And for bloating, if you feel bloated, just make sure you take a quick walk. You see, don't sit in one position. Once you take a walk or you drink lots of water, it will loosen you up.
Yeah. And Fiona, now that we are even talking about like organic food, and we see we're taking these spices in their you said tubers form, like for the ginger and even for turmeric. Most of the time, let us look at people in this time. A woman who is going to work, a woman who is going to the farm, a woman who is busy, even if they stay at home, they have children to take care of. You see, they are doing something. So, of course, when it comes to preparation of meals, already they are on a time frame. Like they have 1 hour. So you see, waezi anza kubonda ginger and garlic kando, you see. But I have a tip. So if you have a refrigerator, and you want to preserve this your organic produce, you can now, let us take an example of ginger or garlic or even turmeric. You can make them into a paste, put them in a pestle and mortar. Siaga, and then just look for spread it out in a Ziploc bag, and then try and make to lines like in a box. And then freeze it. So every single time you cook, you just take 2 cubes. Because you already made them in lines, you take 2 cubes, you put in your food. So you can do this on the weekend.
Yeah.
On a weekend, when you have time, you make them in pastes. So in a paste, and then now you divide them. And that is easier. So now, as you are busy, you do not have to think, nani atenda jioni anze kutengeneza hizo garlic.
Garlic, and I know women, we can relate. We hate such shows.
Yeah.
You even prefer, for those who've got helpers, it's always nikatie kitungu nyanya, I'll come.
I will come and
Yeah.
That is a hassle that we don't want to get involved, Sana. And we've talked about so many different spices, so many different healthy options, and the mother of it all is garlic. Guys, you know, garlic is that one, it's jack of all trades.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
fix so many things. And we are going to take a short break. When we come back, we are going to delve more on what the health importance of garlic. And there's one tip about garlic you don't want to miss. So stick around, we'll be right back. We are back, guys. Were we missed? Did you miss us? Do you still remember us?
I'm sure they missed us because you had something to tell them about the
About garlic.
garlic. Yeah.
You know, garlic can be a good thing at the same time. For me, I've had a very bad relationship with garlic because I don't like the smell of garlic. I'm so particular about that smell. It's usually so strong for me. But now there is one tip. Gather.
What is the tip?
So the tip for garlic is a good source of antioxidants, which may improve sexual health and fertility. So I know it. These are usually very long-term effects. Sometimes you don't start using garlic today, and tomorrow you expect to be conceiving. You know.
I told them they had to be patient.
Yeah, so it takes time, I guess. And there's so many ways you can consume garlic. What are some of the ways you guys know? Because garlic is not friendly to everyone. So what are some of the ways you consume your garlic, apart from cooking it in pilau and so many? What are some of the ways you eat garlic?
Okay, the other way I know is maybe you mix garlic with the lemons and the ginger for it's a flu nini. It cures
Remedy.
flu. Yeah.
But
Yes.
for me, garlic is I can't consume garlic that way because First of all, the taste. I remember my mom would tell me, June, you have to take the concoction. You know, we call them
By
concoction.
force, by fire.
Yeah, but now I am an adult.
Yeah, you can make your own decisions.
For my mom, if she's watching, please.
You will go home, eh?
Yeah, but I think for me, a different way to consume garlic that I have really enjoyed is with bread. Have you ever taken a garlic bread?
Yeah, I have.
So like you make the bread, of course, is already baked, and then now you put garlic and olive oil in the and butter in the oven. Let them for some time. The garlic will melt automatically. Then now when you mix, now instead of using like margarine, like Blue Band or peanut butter or something, you use the garlic paste. It has olive oil and butter. And now that one, because that is heavy, I wouldn't want someone to have it for breakfast. This is almost like an Italian dish because you just have it in the evening. And on a nice day, you accompany it with a glass of wine.
Soon.
It's the season.
Yeah.
Interesting, guys. That is just a good way of consuming garlic for those who are skeptical about garlic, because garlic has a very bitter sweet taste. It's very bitter. It has a strong scent. And there's a tip I forgot about ginger. For ginger, for those people who struggle with boils, there are people who have occasional boils either from allergic reactions or maybe from other infections. Trust me, when you just cut a slice of garlic, especially a fresh ginger, especially a fresh ginger, you cut a slice and you place it where the boil is. The inflammation will go down immediately and it will burst immediately and dry off. So garlic is a good antioxidant. Ginger. Why do I keep saying? Ginger is a good antioxidant, and it's a good natural remedy for boils. Yeah, so girls, we are giving you tips. Young women out here, young girls, we are giving you tips.
Yeah, and we have been talking about the spices, about the what, and they are grown in the soil. And today it's the World Soil Day.
Yeah.
Aki, sorry, we forgot to tell you that. But now you know. If kama uko unajua, now you know.
And speaking of organic farming, you've mentioned World Soil Day. Thank you for the reminder. It's 5th of December. We are celebrating the soil, and we are celebrating also farmers who are doing it organically, because apparently when you plant organically, you've not messed up with the soil.
Yeah.
The soil still maintains its natural form. So what are some of the benefits of organic farming to soil?
Okay, let me start with saying this. For the soil to have that soil aeration, we have the living organisms that lives in the soil.
Yeah.
So when you use the inorganic way, you're going to destroy the habitat of those living organisms, and that means we won't have the soil aeration. We won't have that soil aeration. Yeah.
Interesting.
And also, when we practice organic farming, we have that consistency of produce, because now the soil form has not been interrupted. So we can take an example of those of the soil that for farmers who use chemically processed fertilizers. Like they can't grow plants all seasons, because they have to wait. They have to give the land some time to in a layman's language tuseme kupumua. But you see, for organic, you have been able to the components of the soil are still the same. Now the consistency of the produce, like kama ulipata mazao mazuri this time, also next time you will get the same kind of produce.
Consistency.
Yeah.
And for those, at some point we've all consumed organic produce versus consuming produce that is not organic. Do you notice the difference in that moment?
Yeah. I think for the organic ones, I would go for like the sukuma wiki and the spinach, like this green leafy ones. I would say there is a difference in taste. Like the ones that have been grown organically, they are very sweet.
Yeah.
But the other ones, first of all, like they lose their you know how when you cook vegetables, they reduce in mass. But those ones, they disappear completely.
Oh, the ones that are not organic?
Yeah, they disappear
Oh,
completely, and then they have like a bland taste. Like they're not that sweet. Ziko too, and they look the difference is they look very beautiful.
Oh yeah, when you see them, they're big,
They are
inviting.
big. They're very inviting. But now when you taste them,
They are not
I have
sweet.
noted a difference.
My mom used to send me. There is a neighbor there who usually grows these gourgets. And one day my mom told me, you know who huwa ana spray hizo vitu zake. Then nikamwambia, how do you know? Kaniambia, let's use after my mom planted the gourgets, and she sent me to buy. Then we cooked different meals using the neighbor's one and ours. Do you know there is a very different taste? Very. And also the cabbages. My mom will just eat. Then akwambia, hii ni dawa tupu tumekula though. I'm like, umejua aje? Ako like, haina taste. But for me personally, sikuwa najua your difference. But now I know.
Oh, interesting. And speaking of taste, we have the kienyeji mbogas and the mbogas za kawaida. And I don't know it comes with age or I don't know it comes with what. There comes a time where you just want to eat kienyeji mboga. The managus, the tereres, the whatevers, the kundes, you just want to eat them. What do you think? And there's someone who is still stuck at spinach na sukuma. What do you think makes these mboga za kienyeji so tasty? Is it the way they are prepared? Is it just because ni kienyeji? What makes it, if you compare eating your kunde or eating your spinach?
I think one of the reasons why, and we must all be honest, why people would enjoy having this traditional is because, like, it is what defines us. It is our culture. Like, these are the things that our forefathers were taking. So, and then now the spinach and kale and kales came, and those ones now came with the Western world. So, but now they have become more popular. So, and getting the kienyeji ones is not that easily accessible. Of course, because it's something that is not easily accessible. When you get them, you must enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see also for these kienyeji ones, mostly they are grown organically. Like, you would find very few people actually are even using pesticides for them.
For the organic veggies.
Because kuna zenye tu zinamea.
Zinamea
tu on their own.
This is such a blessing.
Yeah.
You realize that in many, inajimelea tu hapo. And unlike the spinaches and the skumas. And on that note, guys, we've come to the end.
Oh.
It's bittersweet because we've really enjoyed the show today. And be sure to catch us next time as we delve more on hizi mboga za kienyeji and how they're prepared. Till next time, guys.
Bye.